The collection of people that have experience building spaceflight products. It's not a huge pool of people to start with, and there's only so many of them to go around. It's always hard to find those people, and when we find a technician that has those skills and is a hard worker and a good member of our team, we do everything that we can to get them into our organization. We're a turnkey contract manufacturer for propulsion products across several liquid engines, as well as some products for solid motors. And we also provide electromechanical assemblies for both payloads and launch vehicle components for spaceflight. I think people don't realize how much goes into making some of the things that you see on, for example, a launch. When you watch a launch, it's a couple minutes of admittedly a lot of really impressive fire and sound as rockets go up, but behind that rocket there's just tens of thousands of people that have poured their blood, sweat, and tears into making things exactly correctly, engineers that design things exactly correctly. And so it is difficult. There's a lot that goes into it. I think if people dive into that a little bit more and learn more about it, I think there's a lot to learn there. Consider manufacturing type companies. There's a lot of, especially some of the large primes out there that do a lot of really cool design work or analysis type items for spaceflight. But at the end of the day, the really cool stuff is where stuff's getting made, where, stuff's getting put together and machined and assembled and tested. So I would advise them, look at some of the manufacturing companies. And then I would also advise them to look at some of the small businesses, like Atec. We're a small business. It can be a really rewarding experience to be a member of a small team that's having a big impact on spaceflight. Try to do as much cross-training as we can. So when we've got somebody on our team that's been focused on a particular product line for several years, we try to do as much cross-training and get people a broad exposure across all of our products so that we can leverage their skills across different programs as they ebb and flow up and down. For example, some of our more complex spaceflight valves take 1 to 2 years to learn how to build the entire suite of valves, just because there's so many, intricate processes that are not easily learned, really come with experience. So yeah, it can take 1 year to 2 years to learn to make those items. The collection of people that have experience building spaceflight products. It's not a huge pool of people to start with, and there's only so many of them to go around. It's always hard to find those people, and when we find a technician that has those skills and is a hard worker and a good member of our team, we do everything that we can to get them into our organization.